that is case-based learning, right? So now we are going to see that how to read that case in a proper way. Okay, so before talking about cases, have you ever thought, like, uh, before you talk to any person, okay, or like I can talk, maybe I can tell you in this way, this will be better. So have you ever thought that reading a book is like talking to an author? Do you agree or not? It's like one one way communication. So the books which has been written by each and every author, it is just like when you read it, it is like you're understanding him or understanding her in a proper way. Okay, so in order to understand a particular author or his perception, his style, what we need to do is we need to read a particular author's book in order to have a proper understanding. See, for example, if you are, just imagine that you are in a college, okay, and you just made a friendship with a person, okay, and you are if you want to understand them, you cannot understand unless and otherwise if you have a proper talk with them or proper communication with them. Okay, and when you have a communication with them, then only you can come to know like what kind of person he or she is. Okay, so what you usually do is you keep on talking to them in different perspective, in different situation, in different that is in different places, and in different mood. Okay, so in order to understand a particular person, you cannot judge him based on one situation. You will judge him or you will understand them based on different situations. For example, if a particular person is very happy and when you talk to them, now you will see like what kind of response you will get from that particular person. Okay, same way, like when he or she is very sad and when you try to talk, how he or she will react according to that particular situation, how the characteristics differ from each and every situation. And when you want to discuss about a particular topic, what is the knowledge, like like how much the particular person have a knowledge about a particular topic. So you can easily judge it based about like how you are communicating with them. So case study is also the same way. Reading a case properly, that is a style of reading a particular case, because see, the information will be more when you read any cases. See, if you ask them to read that is read 2 or 3 pages of a content, maybe when within half an hour you can read it. Okay, but what if they are asking you to uh, read it for like 100 to 200 pages within like one hour, or maybe like half an hour? Is it, do you really think like whether you'll be able to understand them properly? But yes, you can. Okay, so how to read a particular case properly? Because suddenly when they ask you to read a particular case and tell you to discuss about it, then it will be very difficult for you, because you have no idea like what to talk and what is this case is all about. Okay, so you will probably think that whether I'll be able to answer these questions, or it will be a kind of stressful for me. So like this kind of problems or this kind of thinking arises in your mind, right? So what you do is you will try your level best to overview each and every concept about it. So today we are going to see how we need to read a particular cases. So when we read a particular cases, it is like you are understanding a particular situations. Okay, like the one who wrote these cases, it is just like he is telling you his view about like how he experienced it, and you are listening to that. It's just like a communicating with them. It's like one side communication. Okay. Next is like, what is the importance of this kind of reading a case properly? So when you read a case, you can discover new things, like new ideas or new issues. Okay, like in my last class, I told you like when you read entire thing, you will be feel very interesting to find out new issue arises in that particular cases. Okay, so that we called it as like discover new things. Okay, then we have like expand vocabulary knowledge. So vocabulary knowledge is all about different kinds of words where you can find it when you're reading lots of information in order to gain a knowledge. So each and every new words, when it is connected with the knowledge, okay, or like how it is connected with this knowledge, everything, it will be new for you. So you will start checking with the dictionary, like what exactly it means for each and every new words, why they have used this kind of words, and how it is connected with the overall concept. Okay, so you started taking the new words, and you try to phrase, or like you try to make your own style of writing your own content. Okay, and then academic success. See, when you try to gain lots of knowledge, you can show that in your academic. Okay, then you have escapism. See, escapism is, um, I can say in this way. Uh, See, sometimes there are certain situations where you will get distracted while reading it. Okay, so what happen is, in order to avoid this kind of distraction, you will find each and every new word is interlinked with each other. So the distraction will, you will overcome this kind of distraction. Okay, so now you come to know that what is the importance of reading. Okay, but now you will say like, I don't have this reading habits, and if you ask me to do this case based learning, then it will be very difficult, because you guys will give me a very short period of time, and you will tell us to do this discussion. So in this reading a case study part, we are going to see how to read a proper case study, okay, with a short period of time. Like if they give you like 15 to 20 pages also, within even within 20 minutes of time, how you will read it. Okay, how you will understand the whole content in a short period of time. Okay, so first is like pre-reading strategy. Okay, so pre-reading strategy is all about, uh, you are checking, or like you are previewing before reading it something. For example, if I'm giving you a book, I am that is being an instructor. Okay, I will tell you that what is this all book about. Okay, see, if I'm giving you a book and telling you that, read this and tell to me, you really don't have any idea. It's like what this topic is all about, and why she is giving me this kind of book to me. Okay, so you feel, maybe you feel really bored, or maybe sometimes you feel really stressed because you have no idea about it. You have no idea about a particular things which we are going to discuss about. So pre-reading strategy is the one where the instructor will give an overall view about this is the topic is all about. So now it's your turn to read it. For example, if I'm giving you a concept of REB, like rational emotional behavior therapy. So you really don't have any idea, even the word itself, it get confused with you. Okay, you really don't know what to read, what this overall content is all about. Okay, so if I say that it is totally based on controlling your emotion, this book is totally based on controlling your anger, and there is a proper way or proper strategy where you can easily overcome your anger if you read this book, then you yourself will have some idea. Oh, so this book is all about so and so. Okay, so this is what we call it as a pre-reading strategy. Before you read anything, you must know what this book is all about, what kind of content it is. See, even in if you want any movies, what you will do is you will just go and see your reviews, like, because you just want to know the feedback, like what exactly the story is about. Even in review, what they do is they will say the not overall picture, but little bit like sneak peek kind of thing they will tell to you, and based on that, when you comes to a conclusion like, okay, this movie is all about this kind of thing, then you will go and watch the movie. Same way reading. Before you read something, your instructor, read any cases, the instructor will tell the overall view of that particular content. Okay. Then today we are going to see just a previewing part. Tomorrow we are going to see the scheming, okay, and also about scanning, scheming, scanning, and reading. Okay, today, because I can understand that this is a last class, so you guys will really get exhausted. So just two or three slides, then I'm going to finish it fast. Okay, then we have like previewing. So as I said, first is pre-reading strategy. We need to, before going into the main content, like before you read some content, then what you do is you will come to know the overall part of that. But when I say about what is, call it as a previewing, which means you're getting an idea about it without reading the main body of the text. What does that mean? Which means you are just reading the abstract, okay? It is title, author name, abstract of that particular content, okay? What is the first paragraph, that is what is the first and what is the last paragraph, and you come to a conclusion that this book is, or this case is all about so and so. So in the abstract itself, you can easily come to know that what is the overall concept which is available in this full cases. Okay, so that is what we call it as a previewing. See, this is what I have written. Previewing is a pre-reading skill. See, just underline this, it's a pre-reading skill. It's a kind of skill by which the reader tries to gather as information about the text as he or she can before reading it. This gathering or information helps the reader to have a general picture of the text. So even they can picturize it, the overall content of this particular cases, by reading the abstract or even headline kind of thing. There's no need for them to read the overall main body of the text. Okay. So when readers preview a text, they, what kind of benefits they will get it? It will activate prior knowledge. So whenever they start reading the abstract, so some kind of knowledge will pop up in their mind, like, okay, this is all about this concept they are talking about. See, for example, I have already told you in our in your induction, I don't know how many people remember it, about a gamification concept. I told you, like, a girl, they have been asked to do a work, okay, so but she's not doing, I'm giving her some money, but she started doing it. Okay, so those who are aware about it, they know that, okay, this is all about a gamification concept. So next they will relate with some gaming element kind of thing. So you will get a prior knowledge, or it will activate your prior knowledge. So there are many concepts will pops up in your mind, and you will start connecting with that particular cases, like what kind of alternative solution they're going to get it from this particular issues. Okay, then set reading goals. So you know like what you need to read, what you are not, there's no need for you to read, or like unnecessary content you will eliminate because you don't want to waste your time. Because in case if it is like 2 to 3 page, okay, you're ready to read it. But what if it is like 100 to 150 and they have been given you a less time, then it is very difficult for you to manage it. Okay, then you have like study important vocabulary. I have already told you. See, in this you will come to know new words. Okay, and you even know how to talk and what kind of word you need to use it when you need to talk to them. Okay, because as I said, you'll come to know new words, and when you talk to them, when you discuss with the main instructor, you'll start using this kind of word to them, so that it will give a quality to your content when you're communicating with the instructor. Okay, and predict information. You can easily predict your information, or like you can easily say like what it may happen in the future. Okay, so it can only happen when you keep on reading the cases, different types of cases. Because see, in one cases they might be giving you one solution, in another cases they may give you some other solution. Okay, but when you read 3 or 4 cases and you come to a conclusion, you can easily analyze it. Okay, that this is what it happens in this particular cases, because we have already done a case analysis for past 5 or 6 cases of 5 years cases. Okay. Okay, so what can you do to preview a text? So what you really need to do, as I've already told you, you can see the headlines, okay, or abstract. You can read the abstract, your first line in your first paragraph, first line and last line. So you can come to know like what exactly they want to say, or what kind the findings which they have taken from it, okay, or the conclusion which they have given. With this you can come to a conclusion that this case is all about this problem. Okay, but this here there are several elements they have been introduced. One is read the title. So in the title itself, when you read one title, you can come to at least a conclusion, not a whole conclusion, but at least you can picturize it, like what the title is all about. Okay, read the headings or subheadings. So when you keep on reading your headings and subheadings, you can easily relate it with the titles. Okay, like what this title is talking about. So as I said, title and headings, how this heading is related with the title, and what the heading is talking about, and in that what kind of subheading is related with your headings. Okay, and next is look at the visuals. Now, based on the title, based on your headings, you started picturizing it, visualizing it. The overall action, you can visualize it in your brain, like what exactly each and every situation, or like each and every process it has taken place. And scan for special term and words, which means you started scanning the important point which is related with that particular cases. That is why we call it as a scan it. That is, you're going to scan it, important issues, and keep it in your mind. So whenever the instructor start telling you to discuss about this case, you're going to tell them, magnify your view and tell them that what exactly the cases is all about, and because of this 2 or 3 concepts the problem can be get issued, as I have already studied in 5 cases kind of thing. Scheme the review question. See, first of all you have to know what is the meaning of the word called scheme. scheme, how can I explain you? Okay,
Ma'am, like kind of filtering, ma'am.
kind of filtering, correct. So I hope you know about the concept called skimming the milk. Skimming the milk, it's like uh, the milk will be boiled in a high temperature, and then it will cool it off, and then it will maintain a particular temperature in such a way that they will remove lots of fats, okay, and they will segregate accordingly. So removing the unwanted fat from that milk, that we call it as a skimming process. So same way, just keep this in your mind and then relate with this. Scheme the review questions. Scheme the review questions means you need to take out the important question, removing the unwanted questions or irrelevant questions which is available based upon the cases. Okay, so next is this is how the process takes place. So whenever you read anything, right, read the cases. Okay, first of all, you have to look at the title. Okay, what is the title is all about? So when you read the title, you can easily come to a particular or you can predict that maybe this content will go in this way. Maybe it gives a final conclusion like X, Y, Z, like that. Okay, so you can predict as your own the view or like with your own perception. And who is the author? Because like as I told you, when you talk to many people, you can come to know that each and every person are unique, or they will act differently with different situation. So you have certain perception about a particular person when you talk with them. Same way, when you keep on reading a particular author book, right? So you will easily come to know that this particular author uses a simple word, or like he uses lots of jargon, or whether this person gives lots of examples or parables in order to make us feel comfortable, or this content is very understandable. Everything, it depends upon the author characteristics. So that can only happen when you keep on reading lots of cases, and if you know or if you understand a particular author's attitudes, okay, based on your reading habits. Okay, then what picture are in the articles text cover pages? That also plays a important role. So a particular picture, okay, or cover page or text, that also plays an important role, because even in that particular book, if someone is says like your problem will get resolved if, and you know, if the picture is all about it's totally related with a ladies, okay, so you can easily come to a conclusion that maybe it is not for unisex, maybe it is only for a ladies. You can come, but if you read the abstract, they can say like, these ladies, some of the ladies face so and so issues, so we are going to see how they overcome it. So those people, like especially men, they will not prefer that. So they will say like, okay, this is for a ladies book, so they will try to go for another one. So based on the picture, based upon the abstract, they can easily come to a conclusion. So that is also one way of reading process. Next is like, what is the structure of the article or text? So same way. Uh, See, as I told you that overall article has a different font size, and it's like, for newspaper or news article, they use certain kind of style, like scriptural style, okay, and for book there is a particular styles are there, okay. So you can easily come to know by the way they are choosing a particular styles, okay. Then you have like read the mm first and last paragraph to get the idea, as I told you. It's very important to read the first and last paragraph, because in the first they will just give you the introduction and the last they will just give you the conclusion. So an introduction and conclusion is really helpful for you to understand, or at least you can come to know the outline of a particular content present in that particular cases. Okay, so this is how this reading a case comes under. So this is the first part of that. You have still more part. As I said, you have scheming, you have scanning, and you have reading. That is also comes under that. So whenever the people they try to learn on case-based learning, the tutor or the instructor will not ask them to read the whole concept. As I said, initially the tutor will explain or narrate the overall story, and they will ask them to read it. So the people or the students will not read the entire thing, but they will read the abstract or the title, subtitle, okay, and then last page of that. And then one more thing is, like, they will just start reading it very fast. Like, what is the important part, they will just read the main body part of the text or the content, okay, and they will just select the important words, how it is related with that, because they don't have time to read the entire content with a the limited given of time. So this is how this previewing plays an important role. So in next class, we are going to see the scanning and the scheming part of reading. Okay, any doubts? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, can we take attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute.